Good afternoon, everybody. We are back. We are here. AMC finishing the day basically where it started the day. No real action right there. But we got Dark Bro. There's the action, man. First in the chat. F-I-R-S-T. First in the chat. Dark Bro. Brilly. What's going on, Ray? How you doing, Ray? We got Dark Bro, Dark Bro, Dark Bro. Tim, hey! What's going on, Tim? Dark Bro, Bronson, Tim, Dark Bro, Tim, Bronson, Genji. Let's get started. I love it, guys. Let's check the market out, see what's happening right now. We got AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen, finishing the day at 585. Jumping up a little bit after hours right now to 595. A little bit of after hours action, very similar to some of the action we had Friday after hours. Maybe we can get a little gain there. Shiba Inu coin sitting at 765. GameStop doing 388% higher on the day today. Very nice finish with about 30 candles right in the green. A big tick down, but right back up. 2304 on GameStop. Bitcoin sitting at 29,128.72 right now, down a heavy 3.17% on the day today. Nasdaq finishing 0.19% higher, 14,058.87 points. 584 on AMC. You get 2304 on GameStop. Dogecoin sitting at 7.5 cents. You get Ethereum 1849. Shiba Inu coin 764. Uh-oh, it's purple lines coming on Shiba Inu coin right there. Bitcoin 29,111 right now. Mullen Auto 13.5 cents. You get Sundial $1.41. The SPY 550 or 454. Sorry. BBIG. My gosh, dude, what is going on with BBIG? This does not deserve to be going up like this, but it is sitting at $53.75 or 53.75% higher. $5.12. 5x gains in the last week and a half, 2 weeks on BBIG. Absolute insanity there. Netflix, 428.37. Highcroft Mining, 43.5 cents. QQQ, 376. We got Ape sitting at $1.79. MPW. Ape not even moving, man. Ape knows it's going to settle. Ape knows AMC. Adam Aaron is going to push this settlement through. MPW at 1045. Tesla 269. Enovix down to 1892, down 2.87% of the day today. PID 1847, no volume whatsoever. And Joby sitting at 821, down just a measly 0.5% on the day today. Sitting at 822 after hours. Let's jump back out and we're going to watch Bitcoin down on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. And AMC, take it back up to $6 per share, guys. Keep an eye on that one as well. Chris, what's going on, Chris? Chris says, a mower flat broke, switched mowers, then the belt breaks. Gotta love work. Where's Rich O at? Yeah, Rich O is probably stuck at work right now. Now, Rich, what time is it for Rich right now? Like 9 p.m.? Rich, if you're in here, man, what time is it? I think it's like 9 p.m. for you. There's no way that dude's still working. Where's he at, man? Because I know he can relate, Chris. I know he can relate. Glad to be here. Also, AMC sucks. AMC, dude, I am convinced Adam Aaron will get his way. Okay? I am convinced that Adam Aaron is going to get his way. I am convinced AMC will go lower in price when he does get his way. And I'm convinced he's brainwashed enough of the retail investor base to believe that he has their best interest in mind. Guys, of course it's retail's best interest when it puts $16 billion into the pocket of Adam Aaron and AMC Entertainment. Come on now. We know that, right? I'd tell you it's in the best interest, too, if you guys were going to give me $16 billion. Oh, my God. He looks like a king, and he rips off kids. Jeez. Vroom is cooking also. Let's check out Vroom. I have not looked up at Vroom. Ooh, AMC ticking right now. All right, AMC actually throwing some green. AMC jumping up to 610 after hours. This after hours action is not being spoiled by, I guess, logical traders, right? AMC ripping up right now, going up 25 cents. Yeah, 24, 25, 23, 21 cents after hours right now. Let the volatility kick in, man, and let it roll. Who do we have right here? We got Brandon Ransom. What's up, Clever? What's going on? Been a while, my friend. Brandon, it's been too long, dude. You got a gray name. You need a green name, man. It's been way too long. AMC throwing some nice green candles. Uh-oh, that one seems to be turning red. Long-term retirement portfolio closed the day up 0.41%, still on its way to 19K. You're going to hit it, Frank. I know you will, man. Another good day, and you're going to be there. I'm looking to get into the AI auto trading. Yeah. Razi, so you're looking, what are you looking at? What kind of a bot are you looking at trading there? Because Yeah, dude. You know, if you can set up a decent trading strategy that has been back tested and proven, you can absolutely allow a trading bot to continue that strategy in the future. The only thing you got to know is that just because a trading plan worked in the past does not mean that it's going to work in the future. The best thing that you can do is kind of back test or set up a trading plan and test the trading plan. And then as long as the market conditions and as long as the conditions meeting that individual stock or that plan or individual crypto, whatever you're trading there, as long as they continue to be met, you should have similar results. But you should always know that just because it's profitable in the past does not make it profitable in the future. Hello, everybody. I've only come to click on the thumbs up. Good night, everyone. Mrs. 50 Shades, thank you very much for arriving. Thank you very much for clicking that thumbs up. And thank you very much for wishing everybody a good night. We hope that you have a good night as well. Clay Bro, funny. Javi the Great, what's going on, man? You're funny, dude. I love it. Thank you very much for the compliment. What's up? What's going on, Alpha? How you doing? Sarah, good night to you. Mrs. 50, oh yes. Hit the thumbs up. Listen to Brandon. Spider Clawed. Looks like old times. Oh my goodness. Spider. What's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a very long time, dude. It does look like old times. When you get some volatility like this, I like it. Bitcoin to be listed on Crypto.com, LFG. Dark Bro, are you trying to manifest it? Or is Crypto.com legitimately going to list a whale big coin? Not Bitcoin, whale big coin. Chris, about 17% on AMC calls today. Play the market, baby. Play the market. Yeah, dude, I had... So I was reading extensively on covered calls today, okay, because I had sold some covered calls last week that expired worthless, okay? Theoretically, the Options Clearing Commission, or whatever it is, allows institutional traders to continue trading until 5:30 p.m., even though retail investors, depending on your platform, cannot touch those contracts. A contract's true expiration, according to the Options Clearing Commission or whatever it is, the OCC, is 5:30. So if you buy it, if you sell an options contract, if you buy it, you're basically screwed at market close because you have no access to trade after hours. If you sell an options contract, you are basically screwed after hours. They have the ability to sell that at any point in time that they want. Why? Not only do they have after-hours trading, which you do not have access to, they also do not even report, they don't timestamp anything until the full after-hours has been completed. So I did get screwed on some calls today. I scalped some puts, and I did make a very nice 8%, very quick, like 7-minute trade on AMC puts from, it was like $6.04 down to $5.80. Got in, got out, and played that. I did recoup not as much at these current prices. So if I guess it depends. AMC's on its way back down a little bit. I did recoup not all of what they screwed me out of by exercising my contracts, but the majority of it, yes. So, yes, Bronson, Chris, I do agree. Play the market, right? And I scalped a little bit today. I read up. I will probably never allow an options contract simply to expire again. I will take it. I will close it at 1 cent on Friday, even the day of expiration, because they can screw you after hours. If it does decide to get any news Friday after it expires, they can take you on that one. So I'm going to be closing out any options contracts I ever have at 1 cent. I will not let them expire worthless. I cannot suggest you do the same thing, but why on earth would you risk that 1 cent premium for any potential move up after hours, especially if it's close? And then it rips up, 20, 30 cents after hours. That's going to be a 20, 30 cent premium if you're right there close to the in the money trade that they are going to be able to rip you on. So if you are selling covered calls or if you are selling puts and they are going to expire worthless, you don't have to, but I am going to be closing out with that 1 cent premium or even 2 cent premium from now on. Do not I mean, I'm not going to let it expire worthless anymore. They get you, man. Hero! So, yesterday, the 4-hour RSI on Bitcoin was high, so I knew it was going to dump, yet people said many sold Bitcoin, so it's technical. PS5, let me say this. I came across a couple articles this morning because I wanted to know what was going on. About the same time that Bitcoin and everything started to sell off this morning, the SEC was making statements that they did not come out and directly say it, but they basically plan on appealing the decision of Annalisa Torres in the XRP case. They plan on appealing the fact. I hope they appeal it, and I hope the appellate judge says that it was not a security when Ripple sold it to institutional investors, and it is not a security when Ripple and XRP was trading on secondary exchanges. I hope they appeal, and I hope they lose both decisions if they decide to appeal. So that, I believe, is what was the big spike down this morning, not just a technical move. I saw a couple articles saying that the SEC plans on appealing. Not manifesting, it's happening. $1 coming in hot. Let's get it, Dark Bro. There you go, man. BBIG, Alpha Kenny. I was in BBIG for like 2 days, and I did make like 2 or 3 cents on BBIG. Okay, not total per share, but I'm not touching BBIG, man. That was a trash company ran by trash people who had no intentions of creating shareholder wealth. I do believe they've gotten a new executive board or something, and that's why they are moving up right now. Just please be careful. I don't know if they can dilute the crap out of you and you're going to be right back down at $1 on BBIG or not. But, dude, if you were playing call options and it's up $5 a share, or you were doing anything for that sort, BBIG right now is on a rip. 5x gains over the last, 2 weeks. Do not lose those gains on BBIG. Do not. Crypto trading bot, looking over some software that's already available out there. Still in the initial stages, figuring out the pros and cons. Yeah, Rozzy, so there are several crypto trading bots that you can use as well. Is it PyNX? Which one is the one that you can't use KuCoin anymore? Which is the one that Kenbro uses? Is it PyNX? They have a platform as well. Theirs is more like grid trading, okay? So it sets up a bunch of buys, it sets up a bunch of sells, and then as it goes up and down, it sells it. But if you're looking at more extensive trading, obviously you could probably find it somewhere. Bronson was going to buy some calls until Clay posted a short about puts, kind of at the point where I don't want to mess with memes because people only work together to start a job, but they can't finish it. You're right, Chris. You're absolutely right on that. I will say this, okay? I did play puts today for a very short period of time, and I noticed the premiums are not moving very much right now. Instead, and this could be only on the Webull platform, I don't know where you guys are investing or if it's similar, so if you guys had been watching AMC call or put options today, please chime in on this. But instead of really making a decent gain, or instead of the premiums really moving, they were moving the spread. Okay, it was almost crap. So, I mean, I'll just say what I did. I got into the AMC, I think it was the $5 puts at 29 cents. I bought in at 29 cents. They went up to like 31. That's what I bought in at, and they went up to about 31 cents. But the spread when I got in was 29 cents and 30 cents to buy the bid and the ask. Instead of, and then the ask was going up to like 30, 31, 32, 30. The spread went from 29.30 to 31, like 35 during this trading. And it was just widening the spread instead of the premiums actually moving together. So I was like, no, dude, I'm not going to deal with this. If they're not giving people the premium for the stock price coming down and they're just increasing the spread, like, that's almost robbery. So I did not hold those for very long. 17% is good, but let me tell you this. I think Bronson would agree, as somebody who has played plenty of call options before, that there should have been a little bit more movement on those options today than we were really seeing. I was seeing the spread move. I wasn't necessarily seeing the premiums move in tandem. So don't feel like you missed out, Chris. Don't feel. To me, this wasn't a normal options experience where you were seeing it move along with the stock price. They were messing with the spread on it. Wait, cover calls got called on Friday after the yes. So Boomstick, man, they expired, right? They expired worthless. I had $5 calls on AMC. I've only got a couple shares of AMC left now, because I had sold cover calls on it. I sold cover calls for the $5 strike price, right? They expired worthless because AMC closed at $4.40. I spent the entire morning talking to Weeble today. They will not, cannot, and do not want to provide me with a timestamp on when those options were exercised. They said that information is not available to them, and they don't need it available to them. So yes, they did get exercised, man, at that $5 strike price. It was beneficial this morning for like 1 minute after the open when it dipped down to $4.97, but I don't think that they necessarily should have been called away. I think that was a little bit of a mistake, let's say, by Weeble and everything else associated with that one. So a little frustrated about it, but yeah, man, they called those away after it ripped. Did not get to partake in any of that. Also, still don't get options enough. Lost it. How can put a certain amount in, but you can't lose more than that? I don't know. Yeah, Chris. All right, I had the same thing happening with AMC cover calls a couple of years. TD manager call options expire 15 minutes after the bell. I call BS. Mr. Enormous. Yeah, so call options, even if they expire 15 minutes after the bell. Here's what I read today as I was reading it, because the contract that I am buying, right, on the Weeble platform for this options contract expires at the bell. It expires at the close. And they would not provide me with a timestamp showing that it was exercised before the bell, before expiration. If they exercised it after expiration, they're clearly holding me obligated to something I was not obligated to do. And I have no problem. If some idiot out there went and for some reason exercised the contract before the close and I was obligated to give it to him, I would. But I think it's very obvious that any idiot that would buy AMC for $5 a share, knowing that it was trading at $4.40, has insider information. So either way, they were messing around with the legalities on it. But the Options Clearing Corporation, or whatever they are, states that those options do expire at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Based on what I was reading today, in general, options is issued by the Options Clearing Corporation expire at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So knowing that, we are at a disadvantage. As retail investors who do not have access to any after-hours trading on options, are at a major disadvantage. Clearly, any market maker or any institution could go in there and not cook the books, right? But essentially have free reign of any stock that ticks up on a Friday after hours, or any stock that ticks down on a Friday after hours. They could illegally go in there all day if they wanted to, and put stocks to those who sold puts and call stocks away from those who sold calls. That is a very shady business. So, Mr. Enormous, I completely feel you. Also, Chris, think about it like this, man. Call and put options, if you buy them, you are simply paying your premium, right? AMC's ripping down right now. You are simply paying your premium. You cannot lose more than the money you put in. That's just because they won't let you lose more than the money you put in. You're not gonna find a broker that's gonna lend to you. Holy crap, dude! Now I scalped those puts, right? I scalped those puts earlier today, dude. Oh man, look at this right here. If I would have held, there's no way I would have held those puts, because this could have happened. This could have happened to the upside. All right, guys, just give me a moment of silence for a second. This is a lot of money. Oh god, dude. I bought those puts at the $5 strike for 29 cents, and I closed them for like an 8% gain. I didn't want to hold them after hours, but this is what I was hoping would have happened when I bought them. But yes, guys, this right here, you might be wondering what this is. There's going to be a lot of people out there on these other AMC channels, because I've been watching a lot more than I had recently about guys that talk about AMC, and for some reason, I don't know if Adam Aaron got a hold of him or what the deal is, or some of these guys have recently applied for like FINRA licenses and stuff like that. They are heavily on the side of Adam Aaron. They're heavily on the side of dilution. They're heavily on the side of the reverse split and the conversion taking place. I don't know if it's because they have loaded up on shares of Ape. Okay, look at Ape, right? Look at Ape right here. I would imagine that these guys that are promoting the dilution to you and promoting the conversion to you have loaded up on shares of Ape. I have not loaded up on shares of Ape. Actually, I don't really have any shares. I have very, very few shares of Ape and AMC left now. That is because I got called away. This sort of action is what you expect when the settlement is going to go through. AMC is going to dump back down. And all of the hedge fund buddies that Adam Aaron sold Ape to, they are going to become so filthy rich. It's not even funny. So just don't be blinded, man. Just don't be blinded. There's a lot of guys out there that are telling you that we need to save AMC. Why? Why would you want to save AMC and waste all of your money? Why would you not want to make that money yourself? AMC can save itself. If Adam Aaron is so good as the CEO, he can have AMC save itself. You don't have to do it. Whoever gave me a new green name, thank you very much. Johan, man, I actually don't know who it was, Johan. It was either Moji or Ken or, nah, it wasn't Richie. Richie threw out some green names earlier, but I don't think it was you that got one from Richie. Unless you got it today. It could have been Richie if you got it today. Sold my Pepe 2.0 for $30 profit. It said paid $17 in gas fees. Oh my gosh, Kenneth, that's ridiculous, man. FAA striking again. Yes, it is, man. The Federal Aviation Administration coming in and telling you to buzz off when it comes to AMC right now. This dude, man. Kenneth, that whale coin I got, what we see, is going to be listed on crypto.com. Make sure to check it out. Dark Bro. Dude, Dark Bro, I hope it goes to $1 for you, man. Now you're fine. It's running again. Yeah, Spider, dude. Right. The moment of silence paid off. It's back up to the upside right now. No, I'm not terribly concerned about price action to the upside or the downside right now, because they did call me away at $5 and because they exercised after my options were expired. I am sitting on very few AMC shares right now. I'm sitting on very few AMC shares. So I'm not like terribly concerned about this price action. This is just kind of I missed out because I was playing some options earlier and closed them before the close today, which was fine. My intentions were to scalp to begin with. I never wanted to hold them overnight. Never wanted to hold those overnight. But, I guess if it rips up right now. Hey, Chris, if it rips up right now, man, me and you are in the same boat. So, it's all good, dude. All good. Also, screw this AMC stuff because it's causing YouTube to recommend Lou versus Walsh. Oh, my God, dude. He's still around? What? Oh, my goodness. What's happening to AMC? Lone Wolf. I have not seen any new decisions or anything. Stuff may be floating around on Twitter right now. We can take a look at that in a second. But this is most likely on settlement news, right? Either an amended settlement being proposed, an amended settlement actually being accepted, and so on. I want to pose a legitimate question to the 118 of you guys in here right now, and it's not rhetorical. I want an actual answer, and you guys can gauge with the yes or no's, I guess the intelligence of the people in here. if you knew that the settlement, if you were Allegheny, okay, if you're Allegheny, you're the plaintiffs in this case, and you knew that if you settle, you are going to lose 50% of your money. If you don't settle, you stand to double, triple, or quadruple your money. Is there anybody in here that would settle knowing it's going to result in a catastrophic 50+% loss? I hope that nobody says they would settle, but it is obvious that that's the way the stock is going. A settlement is going to cause it to go back down to that $3.50, $4 range at best. No settlement, no conversion gives AMC the opportunity to run up exponentially. We have seen that. It is objective now. We saw the price action Friday. We saw some of the price action today after Adam Aron had pleaded with AMC shareholders to reach his hand into their pockets. So please, let me know if anybody in here would be willing to settle for a 50% loss, knowing no settlement results in a major gain. Let's see here. You were mentioned at Heavy Caddy Crypto. You, and that's go for Barry. Lisbon. Michael Allen told me that earlier today. Was it good? Or was it bad? He was saying something about Lunatics token, right? And he said I was involved with Lunatics token. No, I was never involved with Lunatics token. The extent of Lunatics token was them coming into the live stream, and of course I shout everybody out in the live stream. And then I did a lot of videos where I updated people on how many coins they burned, but as far as like being involved, no. This is Tinder? No, this is not Tinder. Any girl about 60 years old to date me. Lisbon. Oh, man, you got a good chance out there. I don't know. London. No, it's not. I was waiting for Michael to say something. Gotcha. What's this new letter mean from the courts? Welby, just released. Tell me where it's released, Welby, before I go out there and try to scour the internet and find it, man. Let me know where it's at, and then I'll go take a look at it and we can pull it up. Why would not settling mean the price goes up? So, Dominic, it will mean a very difficult situation for AMC, okay? I will concede that. Now, AMC has over $1 billion in cash, so it's not like they're going to go bankrupt overnight or anything. But it kind of cuts off the opportunity for AMC to raise fresh capital at the expense of their investors. Now, knowing that investors cannot be diluted, right? That is a major concern. Knowing that this reverse split cannot take place, and knowing that in that situation where there is no conversion, APE would lose all of its value. APE would be worthless. So essentially, everybody who is interested in AMC ownership would be forced out of APE and would have to buy back into AMC. So all of the money invested in APE would essentially flow out of APE and back into AMC if they wanted to retain their ownership. So that alone is going to cause massive demand for AMC. Massive, sell-off in APE, of course. So that money is just going to flow out of one and back into AMC. Because they cannot dilute, investors do not have to worry at that point about their investment losing value because of that. Now, I know that Adam Aron and everybody else is going to try and claim that the dilution is the loss in value due to the dilution is going to be offset by the increase in value of AMC Entertainment, but that's just wrong. It's going to be extremely disproportionate, okay? If you want AMC as a value hold, if you want to create value for AMC Entertainment, I don't know, but it's probably trading at an intrinsic value right now of negative $50 a share. It's just plain and simple. If you want to hold AMC as a value play, it's probably trading at negative $50 a share. So that's what AMC would be worth if you're looking at its financials, if you're looking at its debt to income ratio, if you're looking at all of that stuff, AMC's got a long way to go. No retail investor was buying into AMC because it was a value play. You've been tricked into thinking that. But AMC investors bought in for a squeeze. Maybe one day, They'll remember that. But they've been tricked along the way, thinking this entire thing is about bringing value back to AMC. I would never link my bank account to... Thank you, TY. Thank you. I don't know what it is, man. Oh, Trust Wallet, not Trust Wallet. TW is Trust. Oh, YouTube. TY, maybe YouTube, I guess. Dang, I guess I gotta do it myself. J-Bones, man, something I missed. Sorry, guys, missed something. I know that. Dude, it's right here. Welby, what are we looking at, man? Dude, it's right here. I don't know what is right where. I want to raise my capital. I can't live off AMC, making profits long term. DD214. Exactly, man. Wouldn't it be nice, too, if everybody in here just gave each other $1 million a piece? Like, that's the idea of raising capital off somebody else instead of providing you goods and services. Plain and simple, the Federal Aviation Administration is in full force. Do me once, shame on you. Do me twice. Ooh, that sounds like a fun fight. Never mind. I feel deluded. Me too, next level. Is AMC, that TV channel, not much nice movies. No, AMC is a movie theater company, Lisbon. It's a movie theater chain, so it's not just the American Movie Channel. I don't even know what AMC stands for, but there is a difference. So one of them is just a channel that plays TV or plays movies on it. I don't even know what they play. American Movie Classics? I don't even know what it is. AMC Entertainment is a movie theater chain. Let's see here. He wants me to look up Delaware courts. Let's see if we can pull anything up. All right. So the latest we have in that, and I can pull it up and start to look through it. I'm not going to read through everything here. But the latest we have, not that. The latest we have, oh, come on, man. I lost power earlier today, so give me 2 seconds. I gotta pull Chrome back up. All right. The latest we have is today, the parties in concern, or parties captioned here, AMC and the stockholder litigation. We will see. I'm not going to read through all of this and scroll through all of this right now, but this was released today. So let's just see, as we're watching AMC move for a second, if we've got any information that shows up on here. Hoira's Fed rate hike in already. Well, my father JP talks in a few days. And what can we expect? Looking at the Bitcoin chart and crypto alts in general. Yeah, so PS5, man. The rate decision is not in yet. The rate decision will be announced on Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Jerome Powell will be talking on Wednesday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I would imagine if we get a rate hike, we will see a decline in the price of cryptocurrency and altcoins. We will see a decline in the overall stock market. However, it is going to be heavily dependent on what Jerome Powell says at 2:30. So if he is extremely optimistic and he says like, oh, we decided to come in hot. This is the last rate hike of the year. Inflation is under control now. We're done raising interest rates. And if he spreads good news and good cheer, then we're likely to see the market go back up and crypto could go back up. But dude, if he's willing to raise rates again right now, I would imagine that they're not done. We're down to 3% inflation, so I don't know what they have to continue hitting it so heavily for. But yeah. AMC, American Movie Classics. Gotcha, DD214, American Multi-Cinema. Well, which one are we talking about now? Are we talking about AMC Entertainment? Are we talking about the movie channel? Adam Manipulated Cash. Yes, J-Bones. That sounds more accurate. Clear thoughts on Loom today. Hoping it goes up soon. Crucial support being tested. Yeah, Michael, man. My thoughts on Terra Luna Classic right now are heavily dependent on whether or not the SEC appeals their decision. I read a couple articles today. They were trying to explain the reasoning why cryptocurrency fell off the edge of a tiny little cliff, and that's because the SEC is already trying to start rumors that they will appeal the decision in the Ripple case. I hope if they appeal, I hope they lose both. I hope the appellate court decides, you know what, it wasn't a security when Ripple sold it to institutional investors, and it wasn't a security when it was listed on centralized exchanges. I hope if they appeal, they lose both decisions there. I think the judge was pretty much fair in giving them both a win and declaring it not an investment for or not a security for retail investors on secondary exchanges. Anyway, let's see if I got anything in this. Is AMC sitting at $5.33 right now? Dang it, those puts are going to gain so much money. Let's see if this court says anything right here. In response to the two recent filings, parties July 22nd letter and Rose's motion for clarification, or alternatively, after maintaining the status quo order pending appeal of the motion, the letter enclosed an addendum of the April 7th, 2023 stipulation and agreement released plaintiff's claims means that any and all, okay. Let's see. The addendum revises paragraph A1 of the release of the party settlement stipulation as reflected below. The revised proposed order reflects the addendum. In the letter, the parties request that the court approve the settlement on the revised terms and pursuant to the enclosed proposed final judgment, and that the court stay its order directing the plaintiffs to submit a consolidated complaint and the parties to submit a schedule for the remainder of the litigation. Parties argue additional notice need not be provided prior to settlement approval because the changes of the proposed settlement do not adversely affect the class. The motion seeks clarification as to the effect of my July 21st opinion. On this stay, all of the proceedings against the defendants imposed by the May 1st, 2023 scheduling order and February 27th status quo order. I've plucked the low-hanging fruit from the letter, and the motion offer what guidance I can. First, parties need not renotice the proposed settlement. The release as trimmed by this letter is narrower than the version included in the notice to the stockholders. The parties excised the clause releasing ape claims because the court rejected that clause as legally impermissible. Removing a clause that has no legal effect does not adversely affect the putative class. Still, I have ordered this class to date. I have ordered in this case to date all of its enclosures and this letter should be posted on the websites for AMC Entertainment Holdings and Plaintiffs' Counsel no later than 8 p.m. on July 24th. Second, the opinion is not a final determination of whether the settlement should be approved. The opinion pointed out the release was unsound and could not be approved and encouraged the defendants to weigh the risk from a narrow release. In so many words, the opinion gave the parties an opportunity to narrow the release following a nuance of class action practice before this court and contemplated by the plaintiff's counsel at an oral argument. If the parties did not choose that path, the opinion directed to the parties to submit a consolidated complaint, a task they should have accomplished weeks ago. The request did not lift the stay imposed. All right, let's see. Again, it is all the guidance that I can offer today. I asked the parties to submit the following. Notice of business needs on the horizon. The defendants represented by the need of a decision before capital markets go quiet in August. I raise my concerns. Yes. Okay, I might need to read this again in a second here. I'm gonna let you guys read this in a second here. This is interesting. I don't know if the judge just approved the settlement or what. Real quick. Michael Allen! I'm going to pull this off as I read Michael's super chat and let you guys kind of look through this for a second. This is very interesting. It is very long, but this last part is important here. So read what's on the screen. As I'm saying, Sign Loop community wants you to change the burn tax to USTC. You would think by now that they would not mess with the tax at all. Pfft. Rabbi and his cronies, man. Michael Allen. Fist, boom, fist, boom, fist, boom, fist, boom, man. Mike, dude, I have to say this. I would rather see a tax implemented on trades than what these guys are trying to do with the USTC team. I don't know if you watched the video this morning, but they want to burn any dormant USTC. I don't think that anybody should be going in and burning anything that doesn't belong to them. So if you do not trade or move your USTC, you will lose it. I think that that is bad. I do not like that idea. I would rather see a 50% transaction tax than something that just goes in and steals money out of my wallet. I think that's kind of crazy. So, yeah, man. There's a lot of weird things going on everywhere right now. Woman was on fire on Twitter. Not going to lie. Oh, man. Something I might have missed about a woman being on fire. I have a $192 average on BBIG. I will sell break even. Dang, man. If it's going to go back up to $192, Laura, I think I'm going to have to get in. As much as I hate BBIG, if it's going back up to $192, I got to get back in. My goodness. I'd rather buy something on the black market than on USA stock markets. Yeah, man, it does seem a little crazy. All right, so the end of this letter here. Letter briefs, joint or separate, of the Court of Delaware Supreme Court, June 28, 2023 decision in Costa versus UFP. Okay, so just looking at things there. We don't need all of these citations. Let's see. That is all the guidance I can offer today. I ask that the parties submit the following: A, B, C, and D. She asks that they submit another revised proposed order and final judgment, omitting Mr. Muniz as a plaintiff, and with a version in Microsoft Word. Nice, man. Judge likes it in Microsoft Word, not some Mac or whatever the heck they submitted in before. Because the narrowed release does not adversely affect the putative class, the court will not consider any new or supplemented objections. Other than the advocacy requested above, the record on the proposed settlement is closed. So, I think this is all that the judge is looking for here. Notice of business needs on the horizon. The defendants represented that they needed a decision before the capital markets go quiet. This is interesting because she's pretty much ripping AMC here. She says they needed a decision before the markets go quiet in August. The court has made all efforts to meet that business need. I raised my concern about the release with counsel at the settlement hearing in June. Instead of addressing those concerns, the parties let the month of July pass and only sought to amend the release after I concluded the release was unsound. So this is the judge saying, Adam Aaron, Allegheny Capital, I told you guys what was wrong with this settlement back in June, and none of you did anything about it until I came out in July and said that I will not pass this settlement. So she's saying you guys had the entire month of July to amend it, and you did nothing. You did not work at all until I come out and say that it's unsound. Please advise with as much detail as possible as to any events or circumstances compelling a decision by a certain date. Letter briefs, joint or separate, of this court case is also requested. Any response to the motion, particularly its preemptive request for a stay on lifting the status quo order if the settlement is approved pending appeal, or a letter stating that no response will be forthcoming. And she also requested another revised proposed order and a final judgment omitting Mr. Muniz as a plaintiff and with a version in Microsoft Word. So Mr. Muniz can't be a plaintiff in this decision. I don't know if that was like the single shareholder as opposed to the class action and so on. So I think that these are just new requests by the judge. I don't think that this is a settlement acceptance. I think this is just what the judge wants to see before she can go and make a further decision. That is my interpretation of this court filing right here, is that the judge is asking for more information, and the judge is asking for the amendment. I could be wrong. I'm not a lawyer, but that is what I am getting about what the judge is asking for there. She has not completely denied the settlement, but, dude, when you're basically scolding the lawyers in the AMC case, come on. These guys are idiots. Michael, if there's one thing working with the people I do, if you have a you would think moment, just forget it, because you would think people would think, but don't think, so neither can you. Yeah, dude, nobody can ever think, man. Cheap. You guys see that AMC spiked to $8.59 on Webull. Are you talking like right now? Yeah, dude. Yeah, but I don't know if that's a legitimate spike or not. That could just be a price. I don't know if anybody was able to take advantage of that price right there. I'm highly doubtful. That's a lot of shares, but I am highly doubtful that it jumped up that high. About people not thinking, so you're right, PDF. Generally, courts don't accept words as it's modifiable. Generally, all court documents have to be a PDF. Amateur hour. Yeah, dude. She likes Microsoft Word. She prefers Microsoft Word. Where a lemon lime guy. We need all the lemon lusties in here. Clearo, did Dogecoin move up because of Elon's X sign on Twitter? In the case, has the Tesla stock gone up because of all this news with him tweeting X? So Tesla did go up today. I don't know. I don't know if Tesla moving up is a result of Elon Musk and X instead of Twitter. But Tesla moved up nicely, 3.5% today, and it is still moving up after hours. So you can see the daily. Let's look at a 5-minute chart. You can see that there was a very nice recovery in the price of Tesla today. I would say yes, Dogecoin is surpassing the rest of the coins today, and that is most likely on Elon Musk saying that he's ready to transition into some financial powerhouse super app, and people are expecting that Dogecoin is going to be a big part of it. It's a speculative move, of course. He's not made any major announcements about Dogecoin being on top or Dogecoin being used or the primary source or anything like that. So yes, I also agree, PS5, that's why you're seeing a move in Dogecoin today is because of the changes or the moves away from old Twitter and the logo and people kind of expecting Dogecoin to be integrated in a very big way. Therefore, Dogecoin is moving up as Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency market are currently moving down. Let's see. Let's watch Bitcoin down here. Unless you want to watch Ape. Do you want to watch Ape down there, or do you want to watch Bitcoin right now? Because these things, this is just pathetic, man. This is just pathetic. I know those guys that want the settlement to go through loaded up on Ape. Sup, Clays and Bros? What's going on, Crypto Racketeer, man? How you been? I've been on the beach for the last 9 months. Dude, Ronald, you've been chilling on the beach for the last 9 months? Whew. Imagine she makes them jump through hoops only to deny them. Alpha Kenny, man, that would be a pretty Sigma move there. I would actually like that a lot. If she goes out there and makes them jump through all these hoops, and then she's like, yeah, you know what? Nah, you guys are denied. You're not getting your stupid settlement anyway. That would be pretty savage. I think that would be very nice. I saw the AMC spike, $8.59 on Webull. What happened? Christopher, my best guess right now, okay, is that I don't actually know if that is a legitimate price move higher, okay? It could just be a move up. It could be a spread that caused that wick to go that high. I don't know if they'll pull that back down. If it is a legitimate price move back up to $8.59, it is people trying to interpret what is happening with this Delaware court release. The judge basically stating that she wants a few more reports or some more paperwork filed, a few more files from AMC and from Allegheny about the settlement. So that news coming out, people may have thought that this was a declining of the settlement. They may have thought that this was an accepting of the settlement, and therefore you're seeing some pretty wild volatility after hours right now. But the way that I interpret this, she's asking for more information, and she has not yet made a decision. You can read the last line there, the summary. Because the narrowed release does not adversely affect the putative class, the court will not consider any new or supplemented objections other than the advocacy requested above. The record on the proposed settlement is closed. So they're not accepting any changes to the settlement or any amended terms to the settlement. She simply wants what she was recommending above before she, I guess, looks at anything else. I am hoping that the settlement gets rejected, man. I have no problem telling you guys that Adam Aron is really going to screw retail over if we give him $16 billion worth of shares to dilute with. And you can tell that that's the case. I mean, look at Ape. Look at Ape ripping up right now to $1.93. Clearly, they're generating value for Ape and losing a lot of value in AMC there. Moji! What's alive without a little... Moji! Thank you very much to the King Turkey. What is alive without a little King Turkey? I would say it's not alive at all. Moji, man, thank you very much to the Super Chat. Absolutely appreciate that one. And if you guys do not know, because there's 126 of you in here, I imagine a lot of you guys are OGs. I see a lot of these gray names that I do recognize. So you guys know by now, man, that any of the Super Chats are going to be imitated. And thank you, and acknowledged for sure. So thank you very much, Moji. Never fall to the pressures of Adam Aron. Do not do it. Listen to Emma D right now. Okay, much ignored. No, Farmy. Oh, you did, dude. I saw, let's go look at Farmy real quick. I saw a notification earlier today that Farmy was up 5%. So let's see where Farmy is trading at the moment, because it was soaring on a 5% gain today. Farmy up 7.86% back up. Tim, I told you, man. I told you get in at the bottom right here. I don't know why you're not buying back in. Farmy soaring up from 40 cents to 48 cents right now. Absolutely ridiculous. It'll probably lose it. They'll probably come out and dilute the shares tomorrow because they're so expensive right now. They're so expensive that they just can't stand these gains anymore. They're going to have to raise some money, and they'll probably send it down to like 10 cents tomorrow. So Farmy doing very well over the last week. It's gaining about 20% over the last 5 days or so. Currently sitting at 48 cents per share, an 8% gain on the day today. So, Tim, man, you would have been making a lot of money right there. My customer was like, what the heck was that? Tony D! That was a King Turkey, man. Tony D's customer, that was a King Turkey. Let's see. I'm wondering if they're trying to trigger sell orders. Yeah, Ruben, they very well could be, man. They very well could be. I actually had some covered calls. Sold at the $5 strike on Friday, and they exercised those. They exercised those $5 strike shares. They took those shares from me at $5 a share when AMC was obviously trading at $4.40 at the close. So they're doing some dirty out there right now. They're doing some dirty out there with AMC. So they might be, man. Clay's super good at that turkey. Genji, you can be good too. All you gotta do is practice. Hoorah, bought back in, got out. Oh my god, dude. I won't do it. I won't do it. If you did buy back in and you got out, dude, make as much stinking money. I'm trading with my heart on that one, Tim. I'm not going to be trading a Farmy up or down again. But, yeah, dude, if you can make money, rip as much money out of Farmy as possible, please. I would not hold Farmy overnight, though, dude. It is a huge risk to have them come over and just rip you the next day. Then it decides to go down because they want to issue shares at a 10% or 10 cent price point to all their buddies and you know, the Chinese, I don't know, president or whatever, so that they can make some money over there. Bad stock, man. Bad stock. I ain't getting in, but I hope you made a ton of money. What is going on with AMC Aftermarket? Alder Gutierrez, man. So right now, the most information that I have to look at that I believe is affecting the AMC stock price is this court filing. The judge is basically, in my interpretation, right, I'm not a lawyer, so I could be wrong on this, but in my interpretation, the judge is requesting additional information, requesting a couple different filings. Hold on, I gotta click on this here. Requesting that they don't change the scope of the thing, telling them that they had the entire month of July to do something, and they did not do anything. The only time they did something was after the judge denied their settlement. So she's pretty ticked off about the fact that they did nothing during the month of July. Even based on all of the recommendations that she gave them, they still did nothing. She also requesting some of the information from this court case right here, and and then basically saying that she wants the final revised proposed order and final judgment omitting Mr. Munez, and she wants it in Microsoft Word, I guess, so it's a little bit easier for her to open that up there. But she doesn't want to change the scope of the actual settlement before she takes a look at it again. So that's my interpretation of what's going on, and that's what's causing the volatility in AMC right now. Very, very, very likely that she could accept the settlement if it does not take away investors' rights to litigate further. I mean, that's I believe that's the main concern that she was having, is that this settlement really takes away any and all liability from Adam Aron and AMC. It would be a freaking gold mine for them. She knows that, and you can't just go in and take away somebody's right to take you to court, especially without their approval. So I believe that's her main concern, and people seem, after hours right now, because AMC tanking down so hard, seem to believe that the settlement may eventually go through. Let's see. Question, is it me, or have the daily burns for Lunk gone down dramatically with the price so low? Isn't this the best time to burn? Yes, Jeffrey. So it is the best time to burn. And on a dollar per dollar basis, you burn more Terra Luna Classic. But typically what we see is when a price is going down, less people are trading it. Less people are excited about it. And because the burns come from volume and the amount of trades out there, that's why you would see a reduction in the overall burns, is because volume is falling disproportionately to the prices. So, if volume fell and you were burning half the amount of Terra Luna Classic, or half the trades or whatever, but the price was cut in half, well, then you would have the same amount of Terra Luna Classic being burned. If the price fell drastically but volume remained the same, then you're burning much, much more Terra Luna Classic in terms of, Lunk being burned. So yeah, it probably is declining right now based on falling volume. I've never filed a claim for AMC. Can I still file? It's burned out and took a long time away from the stress. Not Ronald. I imagine you still could, yes. But if this settlement goes through in the original terms, no. I think that they're trying to take your ability to litigate this settlement away at that point. And that's kind of the issue that the judge has with it. So yes, I mean, technically you still could if you're burned out with AMC. I don't know if they're necessarily going to consider that damages or not, but I think you'd have a hard time. Hope they don't use Word. I hope they only have Mac software. Chris, if they only have Mac, dude, they're going to get in trouble. The judge ain't going to like it. Literally jumped from 5 to over 8 in seconds. I was watching it live. That's crazy. Yeah, Aldera, man. I see that spike. It's still on there. Now, I don't know if that's because the spread got wildly wide or if it was a legitimate jump up or what. But I believe it's on speculation right now surrounding this proposed settlement. Hit the like button, people. Listen to J-Bones, man. 132 people in here, guys. We could very well get back up. It might be the second live stream in all of 2023 that you guys were able to get to 100 likes. There's currently 49 likes on the live stream. So please do. I've only had one live stream in all of 2023 with 100 likes. So please, make it this the second one. If this settlement is approved, would Ape skyrocket? And if this is denied, would this benefit AMC? So Welby, yes. Logically, yes. Let's follow that for a second, because we know that people don't always act logically. So crazy things could happen. But if this settlement is approved, that means that AMC and Ape should meet in price somewhere, because remember, they're all combining to become the same share. They should meet somewhere in price between $1.90 that it's trading at and, I don't know, $5.30 or whatever AMC's at right now. It should meet somewhere in the middle. Now, a couple things could happen, right? That would rocket the price of Ape higher, and it would tank the price of AMC. But do not forget that this decision is not just the conversion of AMC and Ape. It also includes an imminent 1-for-10 reverse split, in which you will only have one share for every 10 shares. And it also includes future dilution with Adam Aaron being able to issue 5 times the shares that would be outstanding. That is massive, massive dilution. So it doesn't necessarily mean that APE will rise and AMC falls down to those levels. If people immediately begin to fear the dilution, if they say, okay, we really were here for a short squeeze, this has turned into something much different, and there's a lot of things that could cause an overall sell-off at that point that would allow them to converge in price, yes, and they may trade much more attached in price if this all happens before the conversion takes place. But if people begin to fear the reverse split and the dilution and all of that prior to the conversion taking place, they could both be trading below $1.91. They don't have to converge and meet in the middle somewhere. They could meet both below $1.91. Might sell AMC for more BBIG and Terra Luna Classic. Dude, Garrett's, man, I'm not touching BBIG. But people 5x their money over the last like 2 weeks in BBIG. So, dude, if you want to touch it while it's hot, go ahead and touch it while it's hot, man. But I'm not touching that one. I held BBIG for like a 2 or 3 day period, and I made a couple cents when it was trading at like 40 or 60 cents, and then it split and all that crap. But I'm not getting back in BBIG. I played with fire, did not get burned, but I'm not playing with fire again, man. Let's see here. Went to see Sound of Freedom in an AMC theater. Air conditioning went out 20 minutes in. Oh my gosh, man. Federal Aviation Administration all day. What's up with that? Happening everywhere. Yeah, next level, man. I don't know. Must be too hot, right? Hey, Matt said reverse splits are always bad. That legit. Not necessarily. Chris, that's not necessarily. No. You can't really go by that. There is a negative connotation with the reverse split. And Pudgy, I see I get to you in 2 seconds. There's a negative connotation with the reverse split because companies typically only reverse split when they are running out of time, when they're not going to meet compliance standards. So if they fall and fall and fall in price, you have to maintain listing requirements to remain on the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ. And if you don't stay above $1 or whatever the threshold is for a certain amount of time, you have to get back above $1. So you can either create value or, of course, you can reverse split. So I don't know what the actual statistic is, but I'm easily going to say the vast majority of the time, companies reverse split because the stock price has fallen so far that they no longer are going to meet listing requirements. So that is bad in and of itself for that to happen there. AMC is clearly meeting listing requirements. I mean, like, that's not an issue. But AMC has so heavily diluted their shares that now there's billions of shares outstanding. And they don't want billions of shares outstanding. They almost want to reset the clock. Okay, and if they do a 1-for-10 reverse split and get it back down to 100 to 200 million shares outstanding, something manageable, something that it seems legitimate, right, and kicks the price back up to where institutional investors are comfortable getting in and all of that, it looks better there. So it's more of a, I guess, clothing change for AMC and cloaking up all of the activity that they have done over the last couple of years. Because when you issue share after share after share and you dilute the snot out of your shareholders and you have billions of shares outstanding the way that AMC has done so, it's obvious that that's how you got there. If they sweep it all under the rug, if they reverse split it back down to 150, 200 million shares outstanding, well, then they're in the same position that they were in before. Things look the same as they were before. But it's all because of that reverse split. Pudgy! Thank you very much for the super chat. Pudgy saying peace out to the diamond-handed poodle clowns, baby. Later, fam. Hit that like button. Listen to Pudgy and click that like button. Guys, it is 5:05. We're going to be getting off here for now. I got to get some more videos out for this evening. Appreciate everybody for being in here. Get your names in the chat. We're going to do some shout-outs. Can you put AMC on the tick chart, please? Yeah, it's on the top left. AMC has been on the top left for like the last 3 years. Get your names in the chat right now. We're going to be doing some shout outs, and we will be back with videos tonight at 7 p.m. Videos at 8 p.m. Appreciate every single one of you guys for being in here. Ajma! Yay! Oh my gosh, Ajma. Hope you're doing well. I am still recovering from the AMC damage, not only financial damage, but health damage, and this situation. You know what? A lot of us are. Ajma. A lot of us are. There's a lot of people in here that, you know, one of the ways that we've been dealing with all of this, clearly the financial situation with everything declining so much in value was obviously very hard. A lot of us got hit extremely hard because of that. But, you know, the bros, man, we've been sticking together. We've been just watching things and having fun during the day, during the live streams, and just passing the time in a way, man, where we have been as positive as possible. So I believe probably the 125 people in here would wholeheartedly agree with everything that you just said. And a lot of us are you know, recovering from that situation there. Ezra, it's very good to see you. It is very good to see you. I see a lot of your posts and stuff on Instagram, and I appreciate you coming in here right now. You got a beautiful family, I'll tell you that right now. Kenneth, man, enjoy your day. Tony D, see you later. Ajma, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Dan, Steven, see you later, man. Jason, Genji, have an awesome day as well. DD214, Alpha, Kenny, man, see you later. Moji, cheers to you. Kenneth, 8 months of bro, baby, looking good, Ken. Thank you very much for that, for keeping that name right there. Next level, see you later. Stuff and sold, not worth the sub, but hoping for a game changer. Ajma, me as well. Oh my goodness. I hope you have a wonderful day and you are doing very well. Michael, enjoy your day, man. Kenneth, see you later. Johan, Ajma, all of you guys. Oh, I see something coming over on YouTube right now. Hold on. Kenneth, thank you very much for throwing that green name out there. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Aiden, grabbing that green name. Aiden, if you were in here right now, please say thank you to Kenneth for throwing that green name out there. Everybody else, give Ken a shout out on the way out. Ken, man, absolutely appreciate you throwing that green name, dude. We got a lay bones to J Bones. No, man, a later bros to J Bones. J Bones, man, enjoy your evening. Ronald, till the next time. Absolutely, man. Aiden, see you later. Dan, next level. All of you guys, you know what time it is, Ronald. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time. Hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day. Dan, I was still here, man, and I gotta do it. I cannot not do it if I'm here. I was getting ready to click, but I gotta say, Dan, man, thank you very much for keeping that name for 4 months. Absolutely appreciate it, man. As everybody else takes off, I do want to say thank you very much for that green name. 4 months of bro, man. Pudgy saying, nope. I thought we were leaving. Nope. I thought we were leaving, Pudgy. Nope. Pudgy, we are leaving this time, man. I'll tell you that right now. Thank you very much, Pudgy. Thank you very much, Dan. Michael says, looking forward to the videos later, Clay, bro. Appreciate your content, bro. Michael, man, appreciate you watching it and being in here in the live and the positive feedback, man. Thank you all very much. Shout outs to Johan, Moji, Next Level, Michael, Dan, dude. Thank you very much. Next Level, Pudgy, Moji, Dan, all of you guys. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.